What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out a wireless AI smart solar powered security system from Safemo. Now one of the main advantages this system has over a lot of other competing products available on the market is the fact that once you buy the system you do not need to pay a monthly subscription fee. So that's very important for me because I don't want to spend extra money after I already buy a system. So with this one you basically buy the system and that's it, you don't have to spend any money monthly. Now inside the box here you're gonna get the hub. So basically all your data is processed locally on that hub and encrypted end to end. So your data is not gonna be uploaded to the cloud somewhere where you cannot control it. Basically everything is inside your home. So I know that a lot of people find this very important. Aside from that, the cameras that come with the system can record in 4K, so your footage is gonna be nice and sharp during the day and of course at night. These of course can see in complete darkness, so we actually have two infrared LEDs here and we actually have a spotlight as well. So this can record using those infrared LEDs, so at night the footage will be black and white if you want, or you can have colored footage if you turn on the spotlight right here. That's also very bright, so it really depends how you want to see your footage at night. I personally prefer seeing it black and white and just use those infrared LEDs, but again everyone has different preferences. Now, aside from that, you can also use these two solar panels that come in the box. These are 5-watt solar panels. So just to give you an example, let's say that you have this mounted where it gets about, I don't know, 2-3 hours of sunshine every day. 2-3 hours of sunshine will basically give you about 3 days of usage on the camera. So once you install this system with the solar panels, you'll basically never have to touch anything because they will just charge by themselves. However, I know that in some situations you cannot install a solar panel, so the battery that comes inside this, aside from being removable, this will keep the camera going for up to 6 months. Of course, that really depends how often the camera turns on, but you don't have to worry about charging this very often, even if you don't have those solar panels installed. Alright, so the Safemo security system comes in this box right here, and inside the box you're gonna find everything you need so you can install the camera, so you can install the solar panels, and of course the hub. So let's talk about the hub for a quick second. This has internal storage and it can store about 6 months of data, which should be sufficient for normal use for most families. So all the footage from the security cameras will basically be stored on that hub, but you can also expand the storage for the hub up to 4 terabytes. So you can basically get unlimited storage for that hub. And if needed, you can increase the number of devices and connect different models of Safemo cameras to the same hub. So very important to know. The security cameras can be installed in a variety of ways. So first of all, you can install them on the wall, you can install them on the ceiling or on a flat surface. Of course, everyone's space is different, but you can have a variety of ways of installing this. Personally, I've installed them just on the wall because I had some holes in that wall, so much easier for me to install them in the holes that I already had drilled. But you basically install that mounting plate and then this kind of goes over the mounting plate. It takes a few minutes to install, nothing that fancy, and you basically just follow the step-by-step instructions from the app. So installing all this is gonna be done in about 10 minutes or so. The same kind of goes for the solar panels. You basically have 2 holes that you have to make and then you can install the solar panels, and whenever the camera is charging, you can basically open the application. You're gonna see a little icon in the app there showing you that the camera is actually charging from the solar panel. There are also some extension cables that come in the box, so if you need to install the solar panel somewhere further away from the camera, there are cables in the box that you can find, so you can use to connect, of course, the camera with the solar panel. So very easy to install. Of course, the security cameras and the solar panels have an IP65 waterproof rating, so they can be in the rain, they can be in the snow, and the operating temperatures are -20 to +60. So these will work in basically any conditions, any situation. If it's sunny all day, if it rains all day, this will work without any issues. Taking a quick look at the security cameras, well, these are actually very small, taking in consideration other products available on the market. On the front here, of course, we have the motion sensor, we have some infrared LEDs. We also have an LED around the lens here that turns on whenever the camera detects any motion. You can have that on or off from the app. I personally like it on because this way you know the camera's active. If someone passes by the camera, sees that LED, they know that something is happening with the camera. You can also have this spotlight at the bottom here turn on whenever the camera senses some motion. So if you want to deter thieves or anyone that's passing by the house or wherever the cameras are installed, they're definitely going to notice the camera, mostly with that big spotlight that we have at the bottom here. This also has a speaker inside and a microphone, so you can actually have a conversation through the camera with whoever is in front of the camera through the app. So if there is someone in front of your house, you can go, hey, what are you doing here, or whatever. So this has a speaker and a microphone inside. And I actually have a little recording that I've done the other day where I was talking to the camera, so you can actually see how the sound quality from the internal microphone is. So let me play that for you. Alright, so this is a quick recording just so you can hear how the internal microphone in this security camera would capture sound. So basically this is what you would hear if you'd be watching the camera and some people would be talking in front of the camera. Alright, since you are watching footage recorded by this camera, I might as well show you some more footage that I've recorded with the cameras in different locations. So I basically took one of them and installed it in different parts of the apartment here, just so I can give you a better idea how the camera would record footage in different situations. So I have some footage outdoors, I have some footage at night, of course I have some footage indoors. So with a camera like this, you can basically install it anywhere, and you can actually select how the motion detection sensitivity is. So you have 3 levels of sensitivity. So every time something moves in front of the camera, you can have the camera recording. Now from the app there, you can actually choose what the camera records. So you can have people being recorded, you can have cars, you can have pets, or all the motion that the camera senses. So it really depends on your environment, where you live, and so on. From the app, you can also select only a certain area from the camera's field of view that the camera will record if it senses any motion. So let's say that a part of the field of view is towards the road where cars constantly pass. Well, you definitely don't want the camera to record every time a car passes by. So you can just have an area where the camera will record any motion. So all the footage that you've seen was basically recorded by this camera and then downloaded from the hub on my phone, and then you got to see it on your screen. And for those of you that are into home automation, you'd be happy to hear that the Safemo Smart Hub is compatible with any Matter certified app. So you can easily connect this to like Amazon Alexa. So just in case you're wondering, yes, it does work with those systems. Aside from that, the Safemo app, so the app that works with this system, is very customizable, and each camera can have its own settings. So one camera can have certain settings, the other camera can have different settings, of course. So you can have the camera send you notifications for different things depending on your environment. As I mentioned earlier, you have person detection, you have vehicle detection, you have package detection, you have pet detection, or you can enable everything for each camera. It really depends where a camera is positioned, because if you have a camera indoors, obviously it's not going to send you any notifications for vehicles indoors. So everything about the app is very customizable, and you can always see the live feed from your cameras through the app. So to quickly recap and conclude this video, this system has no monthly fees. All your data is stored locally, so your data is not uploaded to the cloud. Very important. You can expand the internal storage of the hub, so you can basically get unlimited storage. So it doesn't matter how much these cameras record, you will have plenty of space on that hub without any monthly fees. Combining the security cameras with the solar panels will basically give you a hands-free experience, because these will always charge from the solar panel, so you don't really have to charge these at all. However, if you don't have a place to install a solar panel, this will last for up to 6 months on one charge. And of course, another very important factor is the fact that the Safemo app will only send you the notifications you want and for the things that you want. So you're not going to get false notifications because this is an AI-powered system. So very important, so you don't get false notifications and you only get notifications for the zones that you want. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer whatever questions you may have. As always, there will be a link in the video's description so you can check this security system up. And thanks Safemo for sponsoring this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.